Chapter 2. Decisions and Advice. When Annabelle arrived home, she kept thinking about the questions Mrs. Griffin asked at the end of the meeting. Who will be involved? Who will help carry out this idea and bring it to life? She thought. I will definitely have to organize a committee to work with me. But who on earth should I choose? Annabelle said out loud. Who has as much excitement as me? She wondered. She took out a little notebook and started jotting down some names of students she might choose. The first name she wrote down was Barry. He was a really good friend and lived on the same block as Annabelle. Barry could easily get to my house if an emergency committee meeting was called, she decided. Annabelle put a big check by his name. The next name she wrote was Sally. Now, Sally used to be mean to her for the longest time, but they became friends last month after working out some of their differences. Maybe this would be a good opportunity for us to bond even more, Annabelle thought. But then, what if things backfire and Sally starts being mean again? Annabelle wasn't totally sure about Sally, so she put a question mark by her name. The next name she put down was Vanessa. Even though Vanessa was kind of new to the school, Annabelle thought she had an adventurous spirit. Plus, she was very into sports. But will her sports interfere with our after school committee meeting? Annabelle wondered. Can I depend on Vanessa to carry her weight and be dependable and get things done? Just then, Annabelle's mom decided to check on her and find out what was on her mind. Hey, honey, how was your day at school? Mom asked. It was good. We had our first meeting for the fall festival, and now I have to round up some people to work with me on my big ideas. Wow, that sounds like a big undertaking. Are you sure you can handle it? Mom asked. Mom, do you realize who you're talking to? This is just what I do. You know, I always love a good challenge. Annabelle's mom knew that statement was so true about her productive daughter. She continued to question Annabelle about the details of her project. So I see you had to get some other students to help you pull things together. How is that going? Mom asked. Mom began to speak with a little uncertainty in her voice. I just don't know who I can really trust at this point. I mean, a lot has to get done. I know I can count on myself and maybe Barry, but I'm just not too sure about the others, Annabelle said. Just remember, everyone is not going to be perfect or do things the same way you do. You must be open to their ideas and be understanding of their different opinions. You can't put the bar too high on what you expect, Mom wisely said. Annabelle knew exactly what her mom was talking about, and she definitely didn't want to scare off any possible committee members before she even got them involved. Thanks, Mom, for your advice. I know exactly what to do now. Well, I think my work here is done now, said Mom. I know you're going to make some great choices. I can't wait to hear how things turn out. I'll see you later, sweetie. Mom kissed her gently on the head as she left her room. Annabelle made a major decision right then as to what she would do. I think I'll ask Barry, Sally, and Vanessa to be part of this committee. I'll just have to accept what happens. I'll just remember that I'm a people person and I can deal with anyone. Annabelle made plans to ask each person tomorrow during school at different times of the day. Annabelle was thinking that she would ask Barry in the morning since he was the easiest one to get along with. Besides, she already knew him well, and she considered him to be a really good friend. She was thinking that she'd ask Sally next, right before lunch. Sally always seems to be happy at that time since it's her favorite time of the day. Finally, Annabelle would ask Vanessa right before physical education period. Vanessa loved sports, and Annabelle had the idea that just the thought of playing basketball would put Vanessa in a good mood. Annabelle had everything worked out in her head. All she needed to do was stick to her plans. She was excited and eager for the next day. I'll pray tonight that everything will turn out fine, Annabelle whispered to herself. This is the end of chapter 2. I have a question for you. If you were asked to form a group of some of your classmates to do a project of your choice, who would you choose and why? Discuss this with your friends. This is the end of chapter 1. I have a question for you. If you could create your very own club, what kind would it be and why? Discuss this with your friends.